Let's go to the audience. You have a question?
Hello. First, I'm glad that I'm here, and I'm glad that we're all here having this conversation. My name is Plashawn McCune. I'm a counselor at Robeson High School, and most people know Robeson and a lot of negative press around Robeson. I'm glad that I'm here, that we're having this conversation, but I've had this conversation before. I've marched before. I've picketed. I've done all those things, and yet still we're in the same space, and we're in the same spot. So we need to do something more than talk, and I'm really tired of talking. So what I would suggest is that we develop community task force that has all of you all around the table, and we actually have action plans. We actually do something, because talk is cheap, and we're dying, and our kids are dying every day. I have students shot in her sleep, kids killed right on the grounds of Robeson High School, and I'm tired of it. So can we stop talking and actually get together around some tables, share some resources, and say, okay, you do this, I'm doing that, we're gonna meet with the parents, let's meet with the students, let's come up with some plans and actually do something. Can we do that? Because I'm really tired of talking.
Today sounds like,
I appreciate
Because
your
at the meeting, I'll be there.
I appreciate your statement and recommendation. I think that juvenile court has taken the lead on organizing and coordinating that under Sophia Judge Hall. Our judges in juvenile court are going out into the community and organizing those stakeholders and centralizing the work in the school. We have started those conversations very aggressively and intensively with all our community stakeholders under the balanced and restorative justice philosophy. So we have worked on strategic planning. We are engaging all the stakeholders. Everyone does have a role. And I think it's going to take a little bit more time for the communities to see that as we're bringing in those important stakeholders, the families, to contribute to all of us, because we're already at the table, but we want to hear more and do more. So we are working towards that, and I appreciate that you raised that. And at Robeson, I know that there are many services in there already, and we're going to continue to collaborate with them in order to make sure that your strategic plan is there for you to look at.
There are so many organizations, community organizations, and I feel like instead of us getting together and creating our own organization, we need to start getting with these organizations and bringing all the organizations together. You know, we don't all need to come and make up our organization. We need to go out here. It's Black Star Project, the Hip Hop Detox. It's so many. You got Ceasefire. It's so many organizations out here. I mean, it's a lot of them. I'm a spoken word artist. I go to a lot of schools, and I go in under a lot of different organizations. So I think we all need to just find all these different organizations and just bring us all together.
Well, one of the things I think that this program is doing is bringing that message to a larger audience in the context of coming together to get some action taken. Let's have the next question, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Stacy Winston, and I'm the outreach supervisor at Roseland Ceasefire. And I would just like to address a few issues. We work 24 hours, but our staff is on the street block by block, day by day, walking, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. But through working this program, I know that our children are dying at an alarming rate, but I know that when we go out here, and my staff, we work with the highest risk individuals in our community. And I know that they embrace us when we come. It's like they want some structure. They just don't know how to give it. Everybody is so judgmental and consider them urban terrorists, but sometimes they might have some things they don't know how to deal with. So we try to redirect their thinking. We teach them how to write resumes. We teach them job training, teach them how to dress, because real men don't sag. You know, we implement those type of things in our community. But we are limited to what we can do. We need faith-based leaders to open up the doors. We need the neighbors not to be scared because his hat is turned to the back or his pants is sagging, because you have college graduates that might have a little sag. We need people to learn how to walk up to the kids and say, get off that corner, what are you doing? Like they did when I was growing up, not snatch your purse. Everybody's not that way, but we get them in, me and my staff. They doing job resumes, we doing basketball, whatever it is. We ask them, what can we help you with? And that's what we do. But we engage their parents, their sisters, the next door neighbor. We'll assist anybody with anything. But once again, when the funds run out, we back to square one. But we still reach out in Roseland 24 hours a day.
Thank you. Thank you. We have time for one more question.
Hi, my name is Yesenia Maldonado. I'm with Between Friends, who is a domestic violence agency, and I thank you so much, Ms. Cahill, for mentioning that, because when we're dealing with violence, it is relationships, and it is the people you're related to and people and the examples you have. And we go out to many, many different Chicago public schools and do this type of education and really talk. I think it's really important that when we talk about programs, that the programs are based out of social justice models, and the programs are based on realizing that there's a cause to this, and there's a lot of isms that are connected to this. And we have to deal with the topics of listening to our young people and adultism. We need to look at sexism and how that plays a role in our connection to other people. We need to look at homophobism and how when I'm going into a class right away, it's like people are trying to figure out, like, are you this, are you that, what's going on? And we need to kind of address those things and listen to our young people around these issues, because that's the key. And I love the idea of coming together here, and I do agree there's so many good people in this room with so many good ideas, and we need to recognize those things and have an opportunity. But the first programs that get cut, prevention. Right now, we went from a team of 6, we had a West Side team, we had a South Side team, we had a North Side team. We're now down to 1 team. We had a team of 8 people, we're down with all the budget cuts. First thing, diversion programs, cut. All these things that got cut, and we wouldn't have to be around these tables talking about all these issues if we could really focus our energy around some of those preventions and listening to our young people around these issues. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Miguel to respond to some of the things that you have heard here today. How do they give you a feeling of encouragement?
Well, it gives me a lot of hope and encouragement too, to see all these people getting together, you know, with resources, and I was talking to a lot of these people and some people in the audience that have a lot of resources, and they offered me a lot, you know. And I'm just hopeful for the future. I'm looking to get together with all these organizations and make more plans for the future that will help us succeed and succeed in our goal, which is to lower violence.
Brian, I'd like to ask you in a few words, we're running out of time, but how did your participation here today, being heard, affect the way that you feel moving forward?
It was helpful because, you know, it's some adults out here who just look at us and don't think we're none. We ain't gonna never be none, just from where we from and stuff. And it's good knowing that it is some people out here trying to help us get off the streets, do something better with our life. Thank you. Antonio.
It's good because first people were trying to listen and help, now people were listening and helping. So it's good that people are trying to help now. So I think the community is going to be better now.
Thank you. Adrian.
Well, I think it's good because there are organizations here that they can show you that you can do better than what you think you can do. They can show you that you can succeed from what you think is your limit. You know, and they can help you and give you the resources and the opportunities to become something in life, something greater than what you expect to be.
Thank you. Eric, very short.
Well, it sound real good, but speaking for the young people, we hear it all the time. Until something change outside, this ain't nothing.
I mimic that. Like, it's good to talk about it, but it's even better if all of us get together and fix it. You know, it's real cool to talk about it. I'm glad we're here talking about it, but it ain't worth nothing if we not gonna follow up on what we're saying.
Well, my thought is that speaking is about speaking and being heard. And by your presence here today, we've had an opportunity to do something that has not happened like this, in this setting, at this time. So I'm positive, I'm hopeful, and I thank you all for being here today. We value your participation and feedback. For further information regarding the next series of discussions or various programs you've heard about, please please contact the Chicago Bar Association. Thank you.